we have these parts. This is the main filter. We have this tap. This one serves the same purpose as this.
Okay.
So there are two. One has to be outside, and then one has to go inside. Then the second part is this. It has the first sieve outside here. This is to first of all remove the bigger particles that are in water. Then now the water that is going to enter here, this will filter it. Yeah, so fix this inside. So I'm going to fix this rubber first. And then I'm going to put this from inside. Again, after installing this, so now the main filter. This you cannot open it. It cannot be opened. But when you are installing it, make sure you observe it because there's an arrow to guide you. This shows the flow of water. Telling you have when you are fixing it, it has to face down.
Okay.
That the water has to flow down. So when you make it upside down, then your water will not be filtered.
Okay.
You make the arrow point down. So, and as you connect it, you fix this right here. Okay. Okay, now you are done with your connection. So we have this, call it anchor, just to help you. You fix it here. Find it somewhere, you hang it there.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have already connected.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Simple.
It doesn't need any machine, any power. This uses the pressure.
Okay.
The pressure that is contained, the water, that's the flow. So the higher you raise it, more pressure goes. And then with more water, more pressure.
Okay.
Okay. What you do, you first let it, have you seen? When you raise it more up, the pressure increases.
Okay.
Yeah. So like about 1 minute or even less than 1 minute, you pour it back there. I'm using that one to rinse. Yeah? Okay.
Read? Okay.
To rinse the jerk or to rinse the filter?
The jerrycan.
Oh, there is a jacket.
Because if I get another water to rinse the jerrycan, that water is not filtered. Okay? Water that will remain, and this one will filter in it. What if it is carrying germs? Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to make sure all the process is clean. Unsafe water. And a number of times we do this knowingly or unknowingly. And this takes discipline. Most of the place that has supply of water, but drinking water is a big problem for poor people. We have to make sure that the whole goal, the reason why AHN is promoting Peace Filter is that everyone should be able to access clean water. So that we help the people from getting sick. The water that they drink, they're all contaminated. Yeah. So how our water get contaminated because people don't know how to maintain hygiene, and sometimes there's human fishes, even animal fishes, all over. So when it rains, the rain all takes it all, you know. And in the city pipes, sometimes the pipes break, okay? when the engineers take long to fit in the pipes, all the dirt are entering the pipes, contaminating what? All our water, and that is how we get sick. And some of this sickness, sometimes it is really, really hard to treat. These are some of the disease that we get. The cholera, the hepatitis, and the typhoid. You treat it over and over again. Sometimes you go to the hospital, you feel like, okay, I think this is done. After 3 months, you find you go back to the same thing. You know, some of these waters, they might think, okay, we are just going to use it for bathing. Some of this disease, you don't only get it through drinking. But once your skin touches it, it also penetrates through your skin as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you look at this, when it turns black like this, that means water is really, really contaminated. And think about the people who are drinking this over, and how many people? These are thousands of people. Just within a short time, you'll find them going to the hospital. Oh, I'm suffering of this. They will give you the medicine, you treat, you go back to the same thing. So how many times will you keep treating? Because you have not yet got the solution. But when we give them the solution, at least when they're sick, they treat that one, and the end, they come back home, they start accessing clean water. And that should be all our goal. And that's the reason why AHN is here, to pass this knowledge to people here, so that you can take it up. It should not only benefit you, but should also be able to benefit others. I was explaining to you, this was done in Uganda. And we mix this water with that, and you can see the water that is flowing here. Very clean. Inside here, it has the fiber. And the fiber is in form of tube. And that tube, on the surface of the tube, it has tiny holes, which is 0.1 microns. So that 0.1 microns, when water accesses the tube, it comes out from that 0.1 microns, and then it comes out and flows from the other side. So when the germs in water enters in the tube, the size of the germs are bigger than 0.1 microns. So they get stuck on the tube. Because every day your body needs water. So think of this money you can save it to do other things. You know? So now think of, for you here, you can afford that 130 pesos. But the poor people down there, they can't. They cannot afford. So how are we going to help them? So that money, you can save it to help someone down there. You will have protected your family, you're also saving your expenses, and then at the same time, you are also helping some people. You know?
Think about, where's the water, clean water? I have a lot of questions about that ice. You know, what kind of water they use to make this? If that's the dirty water with the germ, you know, then we shouldn't add the ice.
Yeah, and you can see the color of this compared to this. But in the villages, people run for this, just they drink it. But think about the residues that are there. In the boreholes, it has got iron, those rusted stuff, you know, all goes into water. So each and every time they pump water, the pressure stirs up everything, so it all comes, get mixed up in water. So people just drink it. So you're drinking metals, you're drinking all kind of things in your stomach. This filter not only removes the germs, but it purifies your water. It removes all those dirts, all those impurities that are in water, it removes it. And you have your clear water. In other words, you will have installed your, how do you call it, instead of running for the one they make it from the factory, it's like your factory
Yeah.
for filtering your water. Yes.
Don't look at the water by color.
Yes.
You know, because I did 1,000 times, you know, we dig from the well. The color look like a crystal.
Mm.
But after 48 hours, you have to believe it's not just purity, it's with the E. coli.
Yes.
That can kill people.
This is in the marketplace. This is one of the remote market areas in Africa. We had set up the water filter and people would run up with their cups, they get it from here, they drink, providing clean water to the market people. Doing this, people became so happy because we were giving them.
Free clean water.
It was free because they just go to the source of the water, they collect water, they keep refilling here. And water is being filtered, they're getting the clean water from down. You know, that makes it good for them, and it saves their health as well. They are the soldiers in the country to access clean water, and whenever they're going, you know, when I was doing this to them, they were like, "What? Oh my God, this is the solution to the problems to our soldiers." You know the life of a soldier. Once you are taken to go and fight, whatever water you find from there, you just drink. But when they looked at this is portable. They can carry it, they can tie it in their back, they go with it. When they find a place where they are camping in, they set up the system of water, they get the nearby water, they fill there, they filter, they access clean water. This is simple and it is affordable, and yet it can save our health. When they look at this and this color of water, it is exactly the same color of water they have at home, and they just drink it direct. So now when we filtered it and then we showed them the residues that was there, we were like, oh, I'm giving my body hard time to filter this. And then they started asking me, how will this get out of their body? You know, because the residue will remain in your body. So it will turn out to be a different thing altogether. You know? And then that's when you start developing complications, your liver problems, kidney problems, all sorts of things, you know. And thousands of people are accessing clean water because of him, because he's a leader. And so once you're a leader and you take up the initiative, people follow you. People actually follow you. This filter, it went through all tests. It has been approved, and this is the lab test to show that it has the ability to remove all the germs that causes sickness in our body. They found out that this filter has the ability to eliminate that. These are the common germs that are always found in water. So this filter removes all this. Because the size of this cannot penetrate in 0.1 microns. Of course, this your eyes cannot see. This is when we are just done. We took these photos when we had just done the testing and supposed to stay for 48 hours, and you see the result. So this is the result. You see? This has completely turned black. Okay? Because if you don't wash it, if you don't back wash it, I told you earlier that all the dust, they're all getting stuck here. So this turns out to be like gums. So if you leave it here, it is going to dry on the fibers that are inside here, and it will block the 0.1 microns hole. So your water will, because since it is gum, when it dries there, water will not have access to come out. So that means since this you cannot open it, that means your filter will be dead.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to make your filter stay longer,
Mm-hmm.
each and every time, like now we have filtered our water,
Mm-hmm.
now you go to the next stage, that is you get the clean water can.
Yeah.
This is now safe water. So make sure after your water is fully filtered,
Mm-hmm.
restrict yourself with using this.
Okay.
And you have to teach your children,
Yes.
you know, how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because children always want to be in a rush. They always want shortcut. So you push this anti-clockwise, backward. Okay. This step is very, very important. Don't forget it. Okay.
You have to treat your filter like a baby.
Yes.
If you don't clean, you don't do the backwash, the baby will choke. That's my professor told me.
And then. Oh.
Oh, you can see that.
Oh.
Things are moving.
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Come and see what I'm seeing.
This white, like that
See.
one, yeah.
Yeah, there are many. There are two. Those who have eyes, see. See.
Those have eyes.
Okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
May gumagalaw?
Oh.
Oh no.
I see. Is there a difference?
Yes.
This is the filtered one. This is the residues that were here. It's same.
Oh no.
No, just look at the color, even alone. It's able to tell you. There's a big difference. Cloudy. Yeah. This one's more crystal, right? You see the difference?
Yes. Even the
This
camera
one
can
is
see it.
cloudy.
Yeah.
This one is crystal.
我剩下来的